So Kevin Spacey was on with Piers Morgan, not last night, but the night before. He discussed losing his house.
Really fascinating interview.
Yeah.
That Piers did with Kevin.
Watch this.
Where do you live now?
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy. Oh, my. Didn't expect that. Didn't see that coming. Yeah.
Well, it's funny you asked that question.
Yep.
It's funny that you asked that.
Yep.
Because this week, where I have been living in Baltimore, is being foreclosed on. My house is being sold at auction.
Oh, no.
So I have to go back to Baltimore and put all my things in storage.
Really?
So the answer to that question is I'm not quite sure where I'm going to live now, but I've been in Baltimore for since we started shooting House of Cards there.
So how long is that?
I moved there in 2012.
Started shooting.
So this has been your home for 12 years?
Well, not this particular place, but this place has been my home and Evan and Lucy's home since 2016.
Why is it being foreclosed?
Because I can't pay the bills that I owe.
Why? You made
Are
$100 million.
Facing bankruptcy?
Netflix. $100 million. Hello?
Been a couple of times when I thought I was going to file, but we've managed to sort of dodge it, at least as of today.
How much money do you have?
None of your freaking business.
Right?
None.
Good question, though. I like that.
I know.
Just go for it.
Well, I
What'd
mean,
you have?
you have some sense of legal bills.
Yeah.
I still owe a lot of legal bills that I have not been able to pay.
You're actually in debt.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Piers, we
Do you
got
mind me
it.
asking how much you owe?
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I
Mike.
know. That's
Gonna
Yes, I do.
cry again, see?
It's considerable.
substantial.
It's a lot.
Considerable.
Many millions, yes.
Many millions. Oh, boy.
The house itself is many millions.
Yeah,
What
no
are you going to
kidding.
do?
Get back on the horse.
What does that mean?
Yeah, he wants to work.
Get back on the horse.
What horse? What does that mean?
He wants to work.
Now you're
Back on
confusing things here.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no.
What is
No
that?
He
horse,
wants to
Judy.
get- he's begging for work. You know, I love Kevin Spacey.
I know you do.
I do. I love Kevin Spacey.
I know.
And, you know, what happened to him with, what's his face, Anthony Rapp allegations is, you know, really bad. I mean, Rapp accused him of things that didn't happen. And
well, he was found not guilty.
That's correct. And but because of the allegations, you know, then there was a landslide of other things that happened. And Kevin has really tried to walk a fine line here of, you know, in this interview he talks about not, you know, like touching people.
He talks about being
nicely.
handsy or something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And look, we let Douche Nero do films. It's ridiculous that we don't have Kevin Spacey, one of the best actors of our time, in, you know, able to work because of these allegations. But on the other hand, when you watch him, I always consider, you know, he's a great actor, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know what the.
So you're questioning maybe that 0 to 60.
I'm questioning the validity of his
Because he cried
heartfelt-
instantly,
Hold on,
and
play-
then he was
play-
instantly
his
fine.
heartfelt,
Play the first 5 seconds
feelings,
again
yeah.
here. Because
I
you know
didn't
what?
watch the beginning, the setup to this.
I bet
don't
there was
recall what it was.
I bet there was small talk before the interview started, where he kind of mentioned in passing in the hopes that Piers would ask him this question so he could get back on the horse, right? And so when Piers asks him this question, he was ready for this.
Where do you live now?
Yeah, 0 to 60.
Yeah.
In
All right,
half a
that's-
second.
So I bet he mentioned in passing, you know, I'm having to I have to sell my house. I can't afford it anymore. And he was probably hoping Piers would ask him in the interview. And
And he's not
And he
selling
did.
it. I mean, it's another foreclosure
That's
now,
what-
right? He can't make the payment.
Yeah, he said it's going up for auction.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's not good.
that's the bank doing
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're going to get a bargain on that. So, you know, if
Yeah,
it's
so
a
if
$10
you-
million
if you want-
house, you're not paying $10 million.
And who doesn't want to live in a $10 million house in Baltimore?
You've
apparently
never even
has-
been to Baltimore, I bet.
He has an
I
apartment.
lived there for 2 years.
been to Baltimore?
It's a beautiful, beautiful
I think I've
city.
been through Baltimore. Yeah, I've been through
He
Baltimore.
has a $2.7 million
Yeah.
apartment in
Yeah, I was pulled over
London.
by a state trooper in Baltimore, as a matter of fact.
Oh, okay. He has a what now?
$2.7 million or pounds apartment in London.
Yeah, he'll be okay. Let's. I know that he's crying poor.
He cried. What do you mean?
He owes a bunch of people money.
He doesn't have any money.
Yeah.
He said he's broke.
He's overextended.
Okay, here we go. So here's the Daily Mail headline from today.
All right.
Or yesterday. Let's see. How Kevin Spacey's massive wealth disappeared like a tumbling house of cards. Star who was worth £60 million with a £9 million LA estate, £4.7 million Baltimore home, and £2.3 million London apartment.
Yeah.
Says he now faces bankruptcy.
Okay, if it's 4.7 million pounds, it's what, $5.5 million?
Sure. Yeah.
Something along those lines of today's exchange.
Yeah.
But still.
It's
Still.
And
He's
when
got
he got the
a lot of
$100 million from Netflix,
But
that was
Jeffy's
for
right.
the whole thing. He created
that
the
was-
whole thing. It
yeah.
wasn't just
And it was a
$100
while
million
ago.
for
And he
him.
had to pay some money back, right?
Yes.
31 million.
Yeah.
So, but you're right, though. He goes to court, and this is one of the many things wrong with our judicial system. He goes to court, he proves his innocence, but yet
it costs him all that money.
Yeah, it
the
costs him
legal
everything.
fees, and
And Anthony Rapp just made
Loser
it up.
pays.
Oh yeah, Anthony Rapp. I mean, he just made it up.
Wow.
He was. It's been
With lawsuits like
proven.
that, it should be loser pays.
Yeah.
It's been proven.
So go
that-
ahead and bring your lawsuit.
Yeah.
But if you lose it and he's found innocent, I'm sorry, you pay my
Yeah.
legal
you'd have a
fees.
lot less. I was going to say frivolous, but
Yes,
a lot
you
less
would.
liars
Yes, you
coming
would.
forward about stuff.
Right. You'd have to be dang serious to bring a lawsuit under those conditions.
And look, he went around, touching people on the set. That's been pretty much proven.
No different than you here.
And he's. First of all,
First of all,
Y'all like it here.
first of all.
if you don't like it, say something. That's my belief.
Immediately.
You don't like
right?
it,
You
say
don't,
something.
You don't let it linger.
I'll stop.
Okay, I don't like it.
Can we be preemptive in this?
Thank you.
We don't like this
I
at
don't
all.
like it either.
I don't like it.
Don't be touching us.
So just for future reference. All right. So anyway, there's more, right?
Yeah, we got another clip.
He recalls flying on Jeffrey Epstein's plane.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And he tries to walk the line on this too.
In 2015, I started seeing reports online, things on my
Bad
Twitter
acting here.
account.
Bad
that
acting here, right?
I had flown to this guy, Jeffrey Epstein's island, and I had abused young girls. And I was like, if you'd asked me in 2015, maybe even if you'd asked me in 2002, did I know a guy named Jeffrey Epstein? I probably would have said no. Well, of course, I have since learned who he is. And I have since been able to go back and find out that the airplane that we flew on for this humanitarian mission was owned by Jeffrey Epstein. And to then learn, he was actually on some of those flights. And this Maxwell woman was
What?
on some of those flights.
Come on now. Come on.
I didn't know him.
Listen to this.
I've never spent any time with him. I was with the Clinton Foundation people. That's who I was with.
That's not much
Now,
better.
what I understand is that he didn't start to be investigated until 2005 by authorities in Florida. So here's what I can tell you. This Maxwell woman, she was one of many people that sat down next to me in that throne room. I have
there's
no
photographs
relationship with
of
her. I
Jeffrey,
had no
yeah.
relationship
Yeah.
with him.
Elaine.
I mean, he's not my friend. I'm not a confidant. I've never spent time with him.
dead,
And interestingly,
so,
Yeah.
You know,
I
he's
will
dead.
say this. I was very fortunate that President Clinton introduced me a lot of business leaders in London because he knew I was coming to the Old Vic. And I developed relationships with Robert Earl, Pula Ladobovich.
I love Pula Ladobovich. Don't you
Robert
do it?
Earl, a lot of wonderful people.
Pula
Richard Carey.
Ladobovich is
People
one of my
who
favorite people on
supported the
planet.
work that we did.
Pula, man, Pula and
gave
I,
money to us.
Ladobovich.
Do you know who I never asked for anything?
careful.
You
Is
show
Jeffrey
up at a
Epstein. I didn't
dinner,
want to be around this guy
Pula's there.
because
You know it's
I
gonna
felt
be
he
a
put
nice
the president
evening.
at risk on that
Okay, I
trip
can't
to
listen to
South
this
Africa.
anymore.
know.
What garbage. Wait, you're on the plane with Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein, and you don't know either one of them. It's just simply
Strictly, I was there with the foundation to go to Africa.
Well, yeah, and don't forget.
That's Clinton has
BS.
said that as well.
That's
And
BS.
don't forget Ladobovich.
Yeah, Pula and the whole
Pula was-
Ladobovich family was there.
I don't think the
So-
whole family was there.
I think they were.
Okay. if you
I
say
know
so.
Pula was there, but Pula rarely flies without the
Fires,
Doboviches.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
It's almost like the flying of the wind is.
who is Pula Ladobovich? Come on. He says that like, yeah, everybody knows.
Everybody knows Pula.
Everybody knows Pula Ladobovich.
Pula is part of the who's who in
You know
London.
what? Hold on.
I bet you Pula is part of the who's who in
Maybe.
London.
I
Yeah.
bet that's just
Maybe.
a made up name.